What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We got some football score reviews going on, and I got to go over a few things of what's been going on, because there's many things I did not like in the Sunday night game, and a worst case scenario between the Bengals and the Steelers, in which the Steelers won. It has something to do with Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey in a scuffle, not once, twice, in which Jalen Ramsey got ejected, in which Jamar Chase should have been ejected, in which I know for sure Jamar Chase is going to get suspended for what he did. And this is not the first time that a defender spat in another player's face from the opposing team. I ain't surprised by that. Changing up a little bit with some snacks today, so I think this way I'm gonna cut back on the sugar and stuff, at least. I always loved raisins as a kid, and I still do to this day. However, I know a few people who don't like raisins in general. I'm just like, what's wrong with raisins? It's so good. It's just dried out grapes is what it is. Alright, let's see what we got here, folks. Hold up. This is back in... Okay, we got like 2 events going on over here, so... I think I could try to, do this event today, and then... Why is it so short? Aw, come on, man. You gotta be joking here. Did it reset again? I don't think it did, but if it did, then you might have a problem here. Yeah, I think we have a problem. Building up Supremos, to say the least. I think it's time to actually bite and stick him. Let's go with this one. It's about time I bought that sucker. Yeah, we gotta buy it. I have to buy it. It's only $5. Interesting. Do you know how hard it is to actually farm that stuff? Wait, there's something here that this motherfucker right there. Okay. We've got some new stuff here, so we'll start with that. Let me see. No, I kid you not, man. I've been sneezing like... Somebody at Monster needs to be triple crowned. Who gets this? I think Ayaka gets this, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it this? If it's its fans, it's Ayaka. We get more of those, at least. I guess I could get a few of these. For now. For now. Alright. Got a few wishes. Okay, that's not that bad. Not that bad. And I guess you can... 560. Nice. Try to get up to like at least a few hundred and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm streaming. Just give me a moment. Because sometimes like YouTube doesn't connect to my channel. It doesn't connect to my PlayStation 5. My PS5's got a habit of doing that. Yep. It's going. It's going. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all right over there. Winds are very freaking hostile in my area today, guys. So wow. Really had to strike thunder, Shogun. What'd I ever do to you? In fact, you can strike lightning in this guy.
A dash of frosting.
On the painter. That painter's gotta go.
Time to end them. Go, go, Barret Buddy. Huh. No escape. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Man, didn't give me time to react to that. I'm like, what the hell? I guess there's one thing. Doesn't matter if it's in real life or in a game. Mother Nature is always a bitch. It's like no matter where you go in Fontaine, it's always raining. This actually gives me an advantage.
Fulfill our pact. Boost on the loose. Hey, get him.
Yo,
I'll race you there.
You got taken down by the queen.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Get taken down by the Pyro Queen Amber. Days beneath the waves. Alright, I am literally gonna freaking like... Enough of this weather. Enough of this weather. Enough's enough. Enough. All right, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I catch it? Did I catch it? Nope, I missed. I know this one actually, so... There we go. Got it. If I could just get them out. Oops, didn't mean to scare the fish that way. You see my little Evernight poster right over there to your right. I mean... that way. That way. Alright, that's number 2. Oh, for a moment I thought I missed. Wait, wasn't there something else here that's... I think I can actually do that real quick. Since I'm like close by. Yeah, I don't want to, Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not freaking touch those barrels. Barrels are dangerous. You don't want to go near those guys. No. I gotta go back this way now, so... See, smarter that way. Let's see. Yep. I knew it was better off to go that way anyway, so... Try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and that's it. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay, so you guys already know how I do things on my streams when I go over football score reviews. So I paused the game. Remember, now that I have a PlayStation 5 camera, now you guys get to see me go over the football scores. Or sometimes play certain clips of what Professor Sports Analyst had to say about the whole situation.
Ad Astra Abyss.
So you guys know how I do things on my channel.
Today.
So let's hop right into it and let's get started on this. All right, here we go. Okay. NFL Week 11. So starting off with the Thursday night game, the Patriots dominated the Jets 27-14. Although that the Jets had scored first in the first quarter, I had a feeling that they were not going to win this game. And the reason why I said they weren't, because just because they had 2 wins does not guarantee that they were going to have a hot streak going on. Like, they don't have enough key players to have a hot streak going on. So I had a feeling that the Patriots were going to win it. Commanders lost to the Dolphins, like in Madrid, 16-13 in overtime, in which I thought that the Commanders were going to win by a field goal, but it was like the other way around. I mean, let's put it this way. There was a controversial defensive pass interference in which the ball was legit, like, overthrown 20 feet from the defender's head. And you call that pass interference? There was a lot of controversial calls this week's schedule. Okay? Starting with this one. How are you going to call pass interference on that one? That's uncatchable. If the ball's like 20 feet above the head, like right here, if it's like 20 feet up, that's not catchable. It should not be called pass interference on the defense. And there was no contact whatsoever. So, despite that, the Dolphins managed to win that game. So technically that didn't matter. So it didn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. It could have, if the Commanders had Jaden Daniels and their best wide receiver who tore his Achilles in the early going in the season. Packers beat the Giants 27-20, in which we normally own the Packers, but this time around, it was a different case. But however, the Giants did play a good game though, but they weren't giving up any. They didn't have no big lead or anything. This was like a shootout. I mean, the Giants were losing in the third, and then I think the fourth quarter they took the lead by 20-19, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, yeah, there was a controversial incomplete pass which should have been a fumble out of bounds at first down, and which Mike Kafka could have challenged it. But the problem was that, like, he did challenge the one play in which he thought the running back went out of bounds, but he did not. It was close, but he barely stayed in bounds. So, yeah, I appreciate him taking that risk, that much of a risk right there, but he should have took the chance on that challenge, in which that could have been first down right there. But Giants did come up short. But I'm not expecting the Giants to win more games moving forward ever since, like, you know, Eagles destroyed our freaking new Giants culture with injuries. Cam Scatterbill on an illegal hip drop tackle and refs fucking up our flow like they always do. Alright. Texans defeated the Titans 16-13, in which I'm not too sure how good the Texans are right now, but yeah, they're getting wins, but I don't think the Texans aren't going to make the playoffs this year. They're like one of those teams where it's like they're in the playoffs one year and they're not in the other year. And I think this is going to be the year where the Texans are not going to make it to the playoffs this year, regarding how their record is. Even if it's a good record, I don't think their record is not going to be enough to qualify. Another overtime score, the Panthers defeated the Falcons 30-27, in which they are like above 500. And I gotta say though, this is a team you guys gotta watch out for. They look like a playoff contending team, but they gotta continue winning games if they want to make the playoffs this year.
This realm is...
I mean, I was watching the Pat McAfee show, and they said that the team is building for tomorrow or for today. It looks like they're building for today, for this season, but the pieces are right there. I mean, when you look at it, guys, I mean, I just got this gut feeling that the Panthers are going to make the playoffs this year. I'm not sure if they're going to go for a deep run. I mean, that's not guaranteed. Like, I can already tell that the Panthers might make the wild card and lose out. I mean, it'd be good to see them in the playoffs, but I just don't see this team making a deep run. The Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it seems that the Bears might have been praying to the stove god. If you know who I'm talking about, which is Goba, who is actually the stove god. But this team has turned it around since beating the Cowboys. I'm not gonna lie about it. The Dallas Cowboys just suck so bad. Like, up to the point where I'm just like, bro. The Cowboys is just downright fucking bad. Like, I'm sorry. They just suck. But the Bears, however, now they're in first in the NFC North. But can they hold on is the question. The Packers just bounced back with the win against the Giants. So, where's that going to go? Jaguars beat the fucking Chargers, bro. The Chargers of all teams. Like, 35-6. Can this team actually get to the playoffs? I mean, I think they can make it. They can. But I'm not too sure if it's going to be a deep run. I mean, the last time the Jaguars were in the playoffs is when they upset the Chargers. And it's funny you should mention because this is the same team they upset in the wild card round and went to the division against the Chiefs. So when you guys think about it, this is a team that's coming out from the rubble again and might make the playoffs. So this is another team you guys got to watch out for. But can they get back into the divisional round if they beat a team in the wild card? I'm not too sure. It's too early to tell right now. By week 12 or week 13, they should have like a playoff picture coming out. So I think I'm raising just like where the fuck did it go? There it is. Don't run under my freaking clothes. Alright. Back to what I was saying. Okay. You don't want to fall asleep on the Jaguars. This is a team that you guys got to pay attention to. If you don't pay attention to this team, no matter what fan of team you are in the AFC, they're going to come kick your ass. I'll tell you that for sure right now. Right then and there. So far, their record is 6-4. So, six and 4 is their record. So, if they win another game in week 12, let's see. Yeah, if they win another game in week 12, then there's a chance that they could get into the hunt in the wild card. So it's always close for any team that gets into the wild card. And right now, I think they're second place, third place. I think they are second place or third place in the AFC South. I have to check the standings on that one. Let's see. The Bills beat the living daylights out of the Bucks, 44-32. I mean, I had a feeling this was coming. I mean, I'm not that surprised about it because this is the Bucks, though. There are times like the Bucks can actually crush it on crunch time when they get clutch, like in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. This was not the case. Like, I don't like to be the bearer of, like, bad news for the Bucks, but when you're facing a team that's most likely a threat, like the Buffalo Bills, you gotta be 100% prepared for this team. This team is not... This is the type of team that you do not want to, like, mess with. Like, here's the thing. They're a great team. They're really good. They're just that good. They're good of a team. But everyone's saying, are the Bills putting the Colts and Patriots on notice? I would say they put the Colts on notice, but not the Patriots. And the reason why I'm not saying they didn't put the Patriots on notice is because the Patriots are good. They haven't been good in a while, but this right here, don't underestimate the New England Patriots. They are good. They're a good team. But, you know, people do not understand. People don't understand that you do not underestimate the New England Patriots. The Patriots are doing really good, and the rebuilding has actually worked out in their favor. Like, let that sink in. Let that sink in, guys. Like, you guys should not be joking around with the Patriots. Like, if you don't take the Patriots seriously, they're gonna come and kick your ass. Like, there's young talent on that roster. You got a young QB who's got great control with the offensive line. I mean, most of the times there are moments where you get the right QB that can control the offensive line. It changes everything. It changes the whole landscape of the offensive line. It's happened before. It's not the first time I've seen it. I mean, Jackson Dart, for example. Okay? Like, this kid's great. I mean, when you had Daniel Jones, he couldn't manage the freaking offensive line. He sucked. And they released him, and he signed with the Colts. And look where he's at right now. He's freaking balling with this Colts offensive line. Which people say that, oh, the Colts got an easy schedule. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Yes, they have an easy schedule, but they lost to a couple of teams that were tough. But you guys got to understand that I haven't seen the Colts this good since, like, the late 2000s when Peyton Manning was, like, the quarterback. My piece of skin here is not even crazy. Because you had Peyton Manning, you had Joseph Adai, which I don't know if you guys never heard of him. I mean, he was one of the greatest football players out there for the Indianapolis Colts. And then you had Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy, one of the best head coaches for the Indianapolis Colts, who won a Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning against the Chicago Bears in the 2006 season. The Super Bowl before Eli Manning won a Super Bowl, in which Super Bowl 41 and 42 were back-to-back Mannings, where Peyton won one and Eli won the other. Let me see. Is that it for now? Um, let's retreat over here. So you guys gotta understand. Don't underestimate these good football teams. But Buffalo should not put a statement and send notice to the Colts and the Patriots. But you put a notice on the Colts, but you did not put notice on the Patriots. So you got to watch out for the Colts. Not the Colts. You got to watch out for the Patriots. I don't know when the Bills will face the Patriots again, but if they do, the Bills have to be ready. Because if they're not ready, they're gonna get their ass kicked. Okay. Let's pause it. Alright. This is it right here. Steelers beat the Bengals 34-12. This is where things get very, very, very intense. Alright? Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey were going at it. Not once, twice. The first time, okay, Jalen Ramsey was grabbing Jamar Chase's face mask, which I think that was or was it the other way around? I was watching it, but then again, I had to get a good look at it to see who started what. But then this happened. Jamar Chase spits at Jalen Ramsey, which caused Jalen Ramsey to throw the punch at him. How was Jamar Chase not ejected from that game is beyond me. Because here's the thing, I get it. You throw a punch, you're ejected. Okay, I get that penalty. I get it. Okay? But Jamar Chase was the one who started it. He's the one that spat at him, and he didn't even throw a punch back when Jalen Ramsey threw a punch at him. Dude, this is something that needs to be looked at by freaking NFL higher ups and suspend Jamar Chase. Not one game, not 2 games, but at least 5 games. I want 5 games. Because you don't do stuff like that, first and foremost. Alright? We get it, alright? We all seen it happen before in week 1. Where one of the defenders spit at Dak Prescott. In which you don't do that. He did that before the snap and got ejected. He was supposed to be suspended, but because he didn't play a snap, it counted as a suspension. And it said oh yeah, he forfeited the money that he got paid for to serve the suspension, which okay, I mean, whatever floats your boat. But this guy, Jamar Chase, should be suspended at least 5 games. That is pathetic. I really did not like what he said. I really did not like what he did there. He got him ejected. Instead, the refs did not eject Jamar Chase for spitting at the player. For spitting at Jalen Ramsey. That was bullshit. 100% bullshit right there. Alright, so we're going to go check this. Let me go check my history. I'm going to mute the mic for a moment. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to search through this real quick. Oh, whenever you see this light off, right, on my mic, it's muted. So remember. So once this light goes off, it's muted. You will not hear me or my phone in any way. Okay, guys. This is what Jalen Ramsey had to say in the interview after the Steelers kicked the Bengals' ass. And then it's gonna go right into what Jamar Chase said, in which this motherfucker chose to fucking lie about it.
So it's up. I don't give a football after that. Respectfully, I'm always gonna be all for trash talking stuff like that. I actually enjoy that part of the game. I think people know that.
Jalen Ramsey.
He was talking for real, which I'm cool with. And then, yeah, as soon as he spit, it was that.
You were saying that you spit on him? Did you spit on him?
Jamar Chase.
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy.
What do you think prompted the reaction from him?
Well, he don't like some of the words I told him. We've been going back and forth the whole time, so I'm sure some got under his skin.
Just to be clear, you did not spit on him at any point. That's what you're saying.
I ain't spit on nobody.
What? I saw the replay on that. He said, "No, I spit on that guy." I'm like, "Excuse me? Excuse me." The replay is clear as day. You spat at Jalen Ramsey, of all people. You have to be the biggest fucking moron in the fucking NFL. You are one of the best wide receivers for the Cincinnati Bengals. That's number one. Okay? Your team needs you to be productive out there on that field. Alright? And number two, why the fuck would you lie about that? You're an idiot. And, oh my god. Like, I've seen many idiots on the fucking football field, but this guy's the biggest idiot on the planet. Like, come the fuck on, man. You gotta be smart about it. You gotta be professional on the field. Alright? Like, dude. Like, you got his ass ejected. You should have been ejected for spitting at him. Like, what the hell, man? That's so stupid. So stupid at so many freaking levels. Like, come the fuck on, man. You know damn well you're gonna get suspended for it. Oh, man. Like, why would you lie to the freaking press about it, man? You're gonna get caught. Once the freaking higher-ups in the NFL sees that, including Roger Goodell, your ass is suspended, buddy. I'm sorry, but you know what the old saying? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And your ass is gonna get suspended for 2 games. I hope they suspend him for 5 games, though. For lying to the press, though. It's gonna be funny. And then on top of that, Joe Burrow is gonna come back. And you're not even gonna be there. It just shows how much of a clown you are, man. Alright, just one second. Let me mute it again real quick. When we get to certain parts of the clip here on this video. Okay, here it is. We're gonna play right now.
I hate to call you a liar, Jamar Chase, but we got video to prove it. What is a fair punishment now for Jamar Chase?
Busted.
It should be an automatic 2-game suspension. Automatic.
How about 5?
One is for the spitting. Another is for telling a bold-faced lie. Because he was lying. It's clear as day. You understand? When I saw the interview with Jamar Chase talking to reporters before I saw a replay of the actual incident itself. To sit up there with a straight face, I ain't open my mouth. I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just talk about Floyd. Evidently, he doesn't understand we're living in a modern age where cameras are everywhere. You damn right he spit on Jalen Ramsey. He spit right at him. All right, there's no way around it, and it was thick so you could see it, okay? Here's the bottom line. Okay? Jamal...
All right, I gotta pause it right there. All right, let's put it that way. All right, so, bro, your ass is busted. Your ass is busted. I am going to put this in chat so you guys can get the chance to see it. This is from ESPN. All right, just give me 1 sec. Clip to the incident. All right, so I'm going to put the question in. Man, it's too bad I can't do a poll on here. Let me see. Yeah, can this thing get out of the way? No, I can't. Not yet, actually. I think it's to a certain point where, like, you have to be at a certain amount of subscribers to get to unlock that. But, okay. Let's, okay, let's move on. Alright, because, wasting valuable time here. 49ers defeated the Cardinals 41-22. Brock Purdy is back, which means that they got a little more strength in that team. So that means that the 49ers may have a chance to make the playoffs despite having several injured stars on the injury list. And what I'm looking at now is a 7-4. A 7-4 49ers. So the question is, can they make a deep run with their backups is the question. That will have to be left to the head coach. But it depends how tough that the next team is going to be, because here's something else though, guys. Oh no. It's supposed to be Sumeru. Supposed to go to Sumeru. Do a few challenges here. Yep, we got to go over here. So here's a couple things we got to go over here. Okay? So the 49ers are just lucky and just that good is what they are. You have a head coach. Well, they have a head coach that can coach backups and make the backups look good. He can do that. He can do that, guys. He can really do. It's getting dark in here. I'm gonna turn my LEDs on. Just hang on 1 sec. Alright. That's on. That doesn't get productive, but okay. Alright, that'll work. Alright. So that's the type of coach that all teams gotta watch out for. There are times it's like, oh, they got a bunch of nobodies. We'll beat them. No. You can't go off on pen and paper. That's always what my father said. You can't go off on pen and paper. You got to go out there and play. And when you have a coach that can coach these backups and make them look like superstars, that's a problem. I've always said it whenever the 49ers have won. Even Julius knows. Julius knows that when... Julius should know that when you have a coach that's good at coaching the backups, it's a problem for other teams because you may think that the backups may not look too good, but they'll soon realize that this team is still a threat regardless. They're just lucky, but they're good. They're just good, but so lucky at the same time. They're always... This is a type of team that I like about. I like it when teams find ways to win. When you find ways to win, you're playing with nothing to lose, is what it is. And when you have that mentality and you have that momentum, it works out. It doesn't happen with all teams. It doesn't. Not all teams can do that. The Bengals done it before. They went further into the Super Bowl but lost to the Rams, like in 2021. So like when you have a team like that, it's basically going to be mind-blowing. All right, next game up. Let's check it out. This was a close game. Rams beating the Seahawks 21-19. Okay. Despite these interceptions, the Seahawks played great. They played a great game, but came up short. However, I mean, Rams fans know that, like, they're not impressed with the win. And, okay, I get it. I can understand that when you think your team deserves to lose when they played that bad against a team that has thrown 4 interceptions. I get it. I get that.
Hey, ready to do some quality assurance on our test questions?
Wonderful. Just don't forget to pace yourself.
Yep, all you gotta do is defeat a certain number within the time limit. But hey, leave some for the trainees, okay?
Let's see. Okay, I think we're gonna have to use a freeze team for this one. We'll see what can I work out with. I guess I could do that. Alright. Before I go any further on this one for this event, alright, so as I was saying, okay, I get the fact that you guys think that they deserve to lose. But just be happy that that your team won this game. Right, too. You guys gotta understand. It's like some of us fans, yeah, we can be we can all admit that we have moments where we are not impressed with the team's win, where to a point where they deserve to lose. But let's just say that you guys just got lucky. You guys should be happy that like you guys got out of there with a win. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. All right. Broncos beat the Chiefs 22-19, in which that makes me happy. Makes me happy big time. And the reason why it makes me happy is because I don't like the Chiefs. Overrated, overprotective, and yet the refs freaking try to bail them out when things get worse. But that wasn't the case, was it? Was it? No, it wasn't. Even though, here's the thing. The illegal blindside block was a terrible call, which should have been an illegal block in the back, in which you idiots just chose to freaking try to protect Patrick Mahomes. But what happened with that? Backfired. The Broncos found another way to beat them. But although I can agree on the unsportsmanlike conduct where like the head coach of the Broncos was like on the white line, this penalty is not called all the time. It's a very rare penalty, like 1% of the time it's called. You just can't be on that white line. The officials have that right to be on that line, because if you're going to be in the way, you're basically going to have dire consequences on that one. So let's put it this way. Let's figure this out. All right. This is the pumpkin right here, right? So let's pretend this is the head coach, right? Okay, we're gonna put this pumpkin right over here. Let's pretend this pumpkin right here is the head coach, and I'm basically trying to run. I'm the ref that's trying to like follow the receiver who's intercepting the ball, right? And I shove him. I shove the freaking coach. Although you guys think the refs cannot do that, but technically the coach cannot be on this line right here, on the white line. Okay? That is a penalty, 110%. But it's not called all the time because coaches know better not to go on that line. So what I'm saying is this though. All you head coaches out there should know better not to go on that line. Rex Ryan has done that before. Well, he did it once, but he got a penalty for it. But it's rarely called. It hasn't been called for like over a decade. So you guys have to understand that like these type of calls is gonna happen.
Minute to memory, sharing my knowledge. A festive reprise. The fuse is lit.
Damn.
No one escapes my sight. Call it Amber. The Temple of Wisdom. Gold Bishop down. Let it rain. Just like we rehearsed. Make yourself a
Man, that's crazy.
Grow. Time for a light show. A festive reprise. Go! No escape. I'll race you there. Sharing my knowledge. Call it Amber. Help! Yes!
Guess I can continue.
Show no mercy. Hold the line. Fearless. Paradigm shift.
Whoa, 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 wait. Stop, stop, stop. There's a level? No, reset. We gotta reset. Oh, I didn't know there was a freaking score multiplier. Oh, shoot. I didn't even know. Oops. Damn, I should have paid attention. Let me see. Hold on. No wonder the shit was looking so hard. I mean, easy. I'm over here like, wait a minute. Something doesn't feel right. The enemies were just getting wiped out. Ravens defeat the Browns 23-16, in which I knew once Lamar Jackson came back, I knew the Ravens were going to get hot. Now they're looking like a playoff contending team again. So I watch out with that team, even though they're my second favorite. And last but not least, this here was one of the freaking... This is what I don't like. I don't like when NFL refs decide the outcome of games. Alright? This is the third time I had to rip these motherfuckers to shreds. Alright? Alright, like, I've had enough of this already. Like, what gives you the bright idea to decide games like that?
Fire hazard.
That is not a defensive pass interference. That was a terrible fucking call right there. Like,
The Temple of Wisdom.
like, these guys just had an agenda just to go home. It's what it is.
No escape.
That's what this is about. What the hell was that?
Let's leave her alone. Prize this off the side.
Like, here's the thing, ref. You don't decide the outcome. You don't do that. The players should. Alright?
Go, Baron.
Like, that was very pathetic. Pathetic at its best. Alright, I'm tired of the freaking refs just screwing teams over just to decide the game that way. There was no defensive pass interference. I saw that clear as day. In this case, that should have been an offensive pass interference. 10 yards. And you robbed the Lions an opportunity to try to tie up the game. You guys should be an embarrassment.
Merciless. Fulfill our pact.
An embarrassment to the fucking game.
The pinnacle of excellence. Another straw goes out. Fearless. Covenant of the
Like, I'm tired of this already. Like, I really am. Like, I have said this many times. When refs decide games, that's when it becomes a problem. And this should be investigated. It should.
Show no mercy.
Like, you don't decide games like that.
Fearless.
Like, it makes me feel like I just want to go there and freaking rip through the shreds.
Who's on the loose? Fulfill our pact. Keep lolling.
Like,
Keep Papa.
enough's enough already, man. Like,
Burst and rebuild. Into the void.
Like,
flavor. A dash of frosted. The audacity.
come on.
Paradise.
Alright, that's not that bad. Not bad at all. We got a silver for that one. But like, enough's enough already with the freaking referees blowing calls. That's an embarrassment in so many levels. The Lions deserve to have that ball back and have the chance to win the game. But the difference was that the Lions couldn't even get through the Eagles defense. Let's put it that way. Like, yeah, the Eagles defense played really good. They stopped them. They stopped them and tried and put pressure. I get it. All right, so like, close game, but you know, you fucked the Lions over. The refs love doing that. It's clearly not a defensive pass interference. If you call it offensive pass interference, okay, maybe incomplete, decline the penalty, 4th down. Lions will have the ball back. But instead, the referees chose to fuck them over. And I don't like it. And I don't like watching games where, like, if the game is good, and if they got a 3rd down situation in which they get a good stop, the refs gotta throw a bullshit flag. Like, we just want primetime games where the games are decided by the players, not the referees. Like, who are just in the Eagles' fucking asses just to be paid off and bail them out. Like, I'm tired of this shit. I really am. Because if I was the owner of the NFL, right, I would find these referees and I'll fire them. That's what I would have done. We'll fire them for every time they rob a team the opportunity to get the ball back and decide games. We live in a day where refs just fuck the whole game over. And Roger Goodell doesn't do a goddamn thing about it. Let the players play. Let them decide the outcome. Because, like, the Lions didn't get robbed last year because they were so good. The year before that, they got robbed against the freaking Cowboys because that fucking elf, Brad Allen. Like, no more of this, man. This needs to stop. And then rigging these freaking primetime games. I'm over it. I really am. Because now it's like, oh, Eagles got... It's like, oh yeah, Eagles freaking champions, Super Bowl champions last year, we gotta freaking protect them. So fucking stupid, man. So many fucking levels. It's not funny. Like, I'm done with these freaking refs, man. I haven't used Geo in like so long. I mean, let's see. I have her. I guess we could use her. Ooh, Zhongli's one of the best. Oh, I know who to use in this. My Nuvalet's not built pretty good. I mean, to tell you guys the truth.
Solidified.
A proper send-off from the Spino Club. Think you can get away?
I will have order.
Delicate as silk. Let's go, Tomato. Ha. Fire! Well, coming at ya.
What the hell?
This is order. Stabilize.
Time for takeoff.
There we go. That's what's up right there.
Scatter! Hiya! Ha-ha! Fire! Well,
Order guide you. Gather.
brace yourself. Think you can get away? Delicate as silk.
Let's see. Ooh, that was close. That was close. It's a level 5. But hey, 30% more damage. I ain't complaining about that. We're gonna have a problem.
Reconstitute.
Let the mighty be humbled. Not oversight on my part.
Hey, you don't freaking cancel.
Let me scry.
Hey, small character.
Brighten up the place. Neutralize. Decided by destiny.
Settle down.
Just like we rehearsed. Reconstitute.
Alright, hold on. Turn it off. Darn it, she threw off my...
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Delve into destiny.
Silence.
Fresh and floral. Write this on the side. Written in the stars.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to try again. Retry this round. It's weird, I had everything under control. Now, these freaking idiots just like...
Just like we rehearsed. Fate is upon you.
Why is she using that card?
A little ambiance.
Be sanctified.
Reconstitute. Shadows of fate.
There we go, that's a little bit better.
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Written in the stars. Go! Neutralize. Just like we rehearsed.
Yeah, there you go. Now I got him. Now I got him right where I
A
want him.
little ambiance. Extract.
That was technically a bad start. Where's the idiots at? Oh. Ah, fuck me. What's the rule that says never? What's the rule? Never freaking say Dendro and Hydro is recommended. Because if you got a freaking 2 of those blobs that are Hydro, no. I should have put Skirk in that team. I could have broke them. But that's okay though, I guess. I mean, you know, another silver. I'm going to be getting a lot more of those Primos, I'll tell you that for sure. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to stop here for now. This will be continued later, because I will be doing these challenges. But, however, it's going to happen later on, okay? Once I come back, alright? It's about to be dinner time, so I'll be back like within an hour or two. Whoops.